There was a small village near the river, with a small population. Their lives depended on the aquatic life of the river, since they didn't focus much on agriculture and livestock. As days pass, the river water began to decrease, which led to a decline in fish population. After seeing this, the village leaders discussed the matter. The next day, the greedy leaders announced to villagers that there was no fishing activities allowed unless for those with permission, and if anyone was caught, they would be heavily punished. They added that if anyone needed fish, they would purchase them from village leaders. For this poor family whose life depended on the river, things were not easy with no money left, that you could see it physically. One night, as the father sat there watching his hungry family sleeping helpless, he remembered the fortune. He was left by his father in a small hut behind the house. He had asked him to use it once things were very hard for him. Now this was the right time to go and check what it was. He was overjoyed to find out it was a small golden ostrich egg. As he checked, unbeknownst to him, someone else was there watching him, ready to take whatever was hidden in the small hut. The next day, upon reaching the hut, he couldn't believe his eyes, as he had woke up early that day, ready to head to the market in the city so that his family would wake up to plenty of food. What was left to save him was also gone. He went to wake his family to let them know what had happened. But he decided that they should have breakfast of the egg first. After cracking the egg, what they saw left them speechless. Inside the egg was no yolk as usual. Instead, there was an egg-shaped gold. He gathered his family, their eyes wide with both fear and hope. Never tell anyone what you saw. Not a soul. This is for us, our survival. This gold origin was a secret they could never share. The children nodded, understanding the weight of his words, even in their small hearts. They knew he would do anything to protect them. Without wasting a moment, the father's footsteps were quick as he made his way toward the market. The gold. In his possession was no ordinary treasure. It was the only chance to escape the chains of hardship that had bound them for so long. As he reached the bustling market square, he took a deep breath. Merchants setting up stalls, buyers haggling over prices, whispers of the latest village gossip floating through the air. He kept his head down, blending in with the crowd, not to draw attention to himself. He approached a rich merchant known for his discretion, a man who dealt in precious items without asking too many questions, unfolding the pouch. He revealed his glimmering egg-shaped gold. The merchant's eyes widened slightly. "Where did you get this?" With a low voice. "It doesn't matter. I need to sell it today." The merchant nodded. He understood the unspoken rule for such transactions: no questions, no stories, just business. As the coins exchanged hands, the father felt surge of relief. With a final glance at the merchant, the secret he carried would remain buried, just like the past he was determined to leave behind. After receiving a large sum of money, he knew exactly what his family needed to start a new chapter. He purchased a sturdy donkey to help carry their goods and ease the daily work, large sack of grains, variety of fruits and vegetables. After that, he turned his attention to something equally important: clothing and shoes for his loved one. After all that, he made his way to the livestock section, and he carefully chose 3 healthy cows. They would provide milk and source of income for his family. As he approached his home, ignoring the villagers' gossip, he smiled, knowing his family. Life was about to change forever. The family gathered around the wooden table with excitement and joy, overflowing with a variety of foods, dishes they had once dreamed of. The children's laughter echoed around. Their faces, once pale with hunger, now glowed with happiness. The father watched from his seat with pride and relief. The youngest child giggled. "This is the best meal I've ever had." The father chuckled softly. "There will be more to come." The wife woke up early each morning with renewed energy, working on their small patch of land with their obedient donkey. Day by day, rows of vegetables began to sprout. One morning, as she was tending the crops, she heard an excited shout from the barn. It was her husband calling her and the children over. "The cow has given birth," he said. In the days that followed, the family's routine became even more joyful. Soon they were drinking the cow's milk with their meals. The milk was more than enough that the wife suggested they take extra milk to the village market. With the help of the donkey, they loaded clay pots daily with fresh milk and headed to the market. People lined up eager to buy, since they were the first to make such a business. One evening, the husband said, "We are doing well." The wife smiled and said, "It's all because we work together." She added, "The land, the animals, have brought us back to life." They had turned hardship into hope. One calm night, the father gently tucked his children into bed. His heart, once heavy with worry and sorrow, now felt light with relief. The journey had not been long, and struggles were now at an end. The nights when he feared he wouldn't be able to give them the life they deserved was gone as he watched their peaceful faces. He was overwhelmed by gratitude, he whispered, a silent prayer of thanks. The father gently closed the door to his children's room, leaving behind the soft glow of their bedside lamp. As he would lie awake, staring at the ceiling with countless worries, today was different. He felt a sense of peace washing over him. The struggle was over. He closed his eyes and sleep embraced him, instantly like an old friend he hadn't seen in years.